People join.
Hell yeah.
You watch, it'll be on 0,
Yeah, and then
and then it'll just jump.
Is it like Instagram where it tells everyone? Is it like Instagram?
Well, this is embarrassing so far. 20 seconds in, no one's watching. Oh, someone's liked it, so people must be watching.
Yeah.
Who's that?
2 people already.
10.
3.
Here we go.
Oh. Yeah.
Good evening. Here we go. Let the numbers build up.
18.
I'm joined by Mini Me
Yep.
to save me doing this
Yep.
and squinting. Let's get my tips. We'll let it go up to 50, 100, and then we'll make a start. Hello, good evening. How's your Friday going, everyone? Talk to me. Doesn't feel like a Friday today because there's no football tomorrow. Well, no Millwall. We're currently watching Everton.
Ooh.
Me. What are they saying, a few people? Someone says great something.
Where?
Someone says, the question, what's happening in Lions TV Towers this Friday night?
Yeah.
Well, I've
Hi, Ricky.
been busy and we've been swimming, so I haven't had time to do the final pre-match prediction of the season. And I didn't want to let people down, so I thought, why not just do it off the cuff and go live? Because it's not really going to be a pre-match prediction, because let's be honest. Oh, look at that. Everton player. Studgy Leica. Studs straight down the boofy.
Oh, it's like there.
Yeah, Lions TV Towers, we're just chilling out. He's just had beans on toast. I'm yet to eat. I've just got a nice glass of Malbec on the go. There it is. There's my medicine, as David Brent would say. Cringe.
Yep.
But listen, this is going to be very chilled out. Nice bit of question time. 38 people are watching. 39.
Actually.
We'll let it build up a little bit. Mini Me's with me today, so I don't have to try and squint and read the questions. Can you see these questions going, yeah?
Yeah.
So you might see a bit of abuse. You you will. But if you do, just ignore it.
Oh.
And just pick one out, say the person's name, and then repeat their question.
Yeah, you told me this already.
I know, but you haven't done it yet. We've been in 2 minutes nearly.
Yeah, because you said wait for everyone to get in.
Oh, okay. 39 people watching. It's a bit impromptu, so it might not be
What's that mean?
impromptu. A little bit off the cuff, a little bit. We just decided to do it now. We didn't announce it like earlier today.
Oh, I do that all the time, don't worry.
I know, so that's what I say to you. If you announce it, say I'm going live tonight at 8 o'clock, for example, but you announce that from like the day before, you'll get more people watching. That's why we're up to 40 people.
That's decent.
So maybe we should start talking to
That's
you.
a lot of people.
It's not really.
Yeah, it is.
So maybe we should start talking to you instead of me and him talking to each other.
Okay.
Should I do the intro or do you want to do the intro?
You didn't try. It's your channel.
Okay. Lions TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that are usually on the back balls behind me, but we're sitting on the sofa chilling out. If you are going to do a bit of business, then please keep it in the Mill family and check out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. Now, this is supposedly a pre-match prediction for the very final league game of the season, which is away, a 12:30 kickoff against Wigan Athletic. They're safe, we're safe, nothing to play for. So, on that basis, we'll ding the pre-match prediction. There's not really a lot to talk about. There's no point giving you a score prediction. One, because our team's too hard to call, and you don't know what team's going to turn up. And two, because no one really cares, if I'm honest. But we've sold nearly 1,000 tickets, though, for Wigan.
Yeah, let the boy talk. I chat more sense, apparently.
All right, you're gonna get blocked. Nearly 1,000 tickets have been sold for Wigan. 994 Millwall fans. I don't have a ticket because I wasn't sure what I was doing, but I feel like I owe it to you all to go to the game. So if anyone's got a ticket for me that I can pay for in cash, Stone Cold Sterling, I'll happily take it off you. Before we crack on with Lions TV, there is other business to attend to. Shoot.
Okay. There's not people asking me questions.
Oh, no. You plug. It's your time to shine.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so listen, I'll plug it for him. Mini Me's got his own YouTube channel.
Yeah, I got a new one.
He's got a new one, not his Millwall one, but he's got a new one. He's going to tell you a bit about it, and now he's going to tell you what it's called. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing to that,
Yep.
take 2.
So basically, I just do like gaming on my PlayStation and that, and yeah, that's like slowly building up, and I got like 24 subscribers on it, and I've done like 7 or 8 videos. So yeah.
So what? So first of all, what's your channel called? Nice and loud.
Henners.
Henners.
Yeah.
How you spelling that?
HENERRZ.
So his channel is HENE
RRZ.
Henners.
Yeah.
It's a gaming channel. How many subscribers you got now?
24.
24.
I got
If
5
you get him to
people
50
watching.
tonight,
Ooh.
I'll give something away.
Yes.
Comment
Less
in this video and say I've subscribed to Henner's channel.
FIFA,
Yeah?
Yeah.
He does FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA.
Spider-Man?
anything, but- yeah.
Not really done much Spider-Man.
No, not much. I've been doing Watch Dogs 2.
Watch
We're
Dogs,
on the-
which I thought was a film, which I'm pretty sure is a film.
I don't know.
Get him
We're
to
on
50
part
tonight.
5.
Get him past 50 subscribers
Oh,
tonight.
2 people already.
You put in these comments and say I've subscribed to Henner's channel, and I'll give stuff away tonight to you all. Right, back to business.
And we'll subscribe to your channel, some of them.
Subscribe to my channel.
No, you subscribe to some of their channels.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that.
how it
I'll do
works.
subscribe for subscribe. If you subscribe to his channel,
Yeah.
I'll subscribe to your channel. How's
yeah.
that sound?
Yeah, boys.
Right, that's enough gaming. So let's get back to real life
Yeah.
now. Serious business. Millwall Football Club. Ask me some questions. Shoot, because I'm not interested in doing a pre-match prediction. And Mini Me's going to call the questions out.
We need to answer you early.
Right.
Really.
So let's start. You, Ellie, that's what you got to do. Look, Billy Simon says Mini Me. Harris in or Harris out?
Harrison.
Harris in.
One more chance, but then he's got to be a goner if we're not going anywhere.
Should George Alexander start?
Yes,
This should be your job. You should be
Yes.
calling these questions for me.
I know, but you're like, yeah, he should start. I reckon.
George Alexander, yeah, I think, why not on Sunday start George Alexander? And people were booing when Tom Elliott came on against Bristol City, which is harsh on Tom Elliott because
That's a bit mean,
he just
isn't it?
does do his best. But I do understand people's frustrations. Just start George Alexander. If we lose 7-0, we lose 7-0. Listen, I know, and George Alexander knows, and George Alexander's dad knows, and the club knows that he probably isn't up to Championship football. But fuck it, just play him. Don't worry about it.
Nearly 1,000 tickets is definitely a fair amount for Wigan, considering we've already stayed up. So.
Yeah, I was surprised at that. I think there is I think there's 5 coaches going. I think there's 5 coaches going from the Den, which carry about 60 people per coach. 60 times 5, you do the math. It's about 300 people, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah, there's 300.
Not just a pretty face.
It's a
Math,
lot,
basic
yeah.
arithmetic. So
£5 coach a ticket.
yeah, 5, and that, that you can't argue with that. It's very good pricing from the club because I think they've realised there's nothing at stake and they need people up there. So a £5 for the coach in the Den. The only problem with that is it leaves at 6 a.m. It's going to probably take 6 hours to get there with a stop and 6 hours to get back. So, Mini Me,
Yeah.
what's their name and what they asking? Talk to me, because I can't see about them.
lot of people are going.
Then pick
Harris
one out.
In or out. Okay,
A lot of people are saying
ask
that-
me questions and stop doing all the talking. Mini. Yeah, he does. He's gay.
Billy Symes has said,
Yeah, Billy.
Mini Me,
Billy's
does your
my
dad
mate.
want to marry
mate.
Lee
I don't even
Gregory?
know
I
who
don't
he
want to
is.
marry Lee Gregory because I've been down the marriage path, Bill, and let me tell you, boy, it ain't fucking for me. You end up with loads of these little ones.
Only 2.
Right, 2 kids. But yeah, no, marriage ain't for me. But Lee Gregory, I'll be devastated when he
Look
leaves.
how many people there are.
I know, but don't cover the camera because they're trying to see us. Trying to teach these
Who
youngins,
would
aren't we?
replace him as manager? You think it's the League 2 one?
Who?
Lincoln manager.
We'll be asking here. Someone has asked, who would I replace Neil Harris
Yeah.
with as manager? That's what
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Sorry, what? This is going to be. This may not be the greatest bit of Lions TV content you've ever seen tonight.
There's so
and
many
by the
people
way, I know there's so many
asking.
people, but
Sick.
getting back to what was I saying? This might not be the greatest bit of Lions TV content you've ever seen tonight. What I'm trying to do is teach him along the way how to do this. And what he's seeing is now, what me and him are both seeing, is a lot of questions fired down, one after the other, non-stop. So I've told him for it to make sense, he needs to pick one out.
Yeah.
Just call the person's
There's so
name.
many people.
But you need to pick one out. You can't
Yeah.
see them all. Just choose one. What's that one say? And what's that one say? Who's his name?
Envy's. I think my favourite one is Jed Wallace.
Yeah, but you haven't
100%.
asked the question.
Yeah, it's
So
my
people-
favourite player. It's my
Okay, so you say
favourite
Envy wants to know who who my favourite player
player.
is.
Thoughts on Celtic offering Jake Cooper 5 million.
Right. Okay.
I would take the money, but not for the player. We need
Oliver
him.
Smythe says, I think we need a pacey left winger, and I would agree with that,
Yeah,
mate.
but Wallace can go on the left because he's quick.
No, but we can't.
But he's quick.
It doesn't matter. We can't keep playing people out of position. This is what's happened this year with Aidan O'Brien on the left and with Ben Marshall on the left. Do you all agree with me? And it's with what we lose is balance. We lose balance there. We need an attacking, pacey left winger. I think you're right, Oliver. I really do, because that's what we need. We need that, and we haven't got it. And playing people out of position
I
is
think we
got
should
to stop.
sign the Luton striker, the one that we saw play against Akron and Stanley. Yeah, he was.
He was a big
decent.
lump, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he's the top
We
scorer.
need a lot of players in and a lot of players out.
From Everton.
I just want to cover something I said as well, by the way.
Why Marquis though? He wouldn't come back. He's doing well where he is.
You're having conversations with people and no one knows.
I know, but
You can't deal with it. He's had an overload of all the people, all the questions.
many people.
So I'm just going to say, on the Aidan O'Brien and Fred comment that I made, where I said, Aidan O'Brien, fuck him off. Fred, fuck him off. I didn't mean that in a derogatory way to Aidan or Fred. I like Aidan and I like Fred, but I've said this about Aidan before, that I think their careers will be better off for their own personal self away from Millwall.
Yeah.
I don't think they're ever going to succeed at Millwall.
Fred should just stay at Wickham because
They've
he's
been
there.
yeah, well they couldn't. Wickham was struggling to pay Fred's wages. Apparently, don't think he's on a lot. So that tells you where Wickham are in terms of financial status. But I like Aidan for the record, and I like Fred. And I've said this a million times about Aidan before. He's not a left midfielder, and I don't think he's a forward. So him, Romeo, Fred. A few people, I think they'd be better off in a non-Millwall, non-Neil Harris managed side. Nan's just liked her photo.
Oh, that's nice.
That's my mum. That sees Nan just liked her photo on Instagram.
Yeah.
We're getting Instagram. So
She's
sorry.
always on Instagram.
Let's go to questions.
How much is Juicy Jake?
Archie has asked, how much would I take for Juicy Jake? You want to go first? How much would you take for Jake Cooper?
17 million.
No, come on. 17?
Yeah. Because didn't Middlesbrough offer 15 million for Wallace and Jules Saville?
Yeah, combined. Listen,
Okay.
Jake Cooper.
Yeah, 10 million. That's
Hasn't
fair,
been
that's
as
fair.
good as he's been this season, but you're right. We do need to hang out and hold out for more money for these players.
Yeah.
We need to hold out for more money for him because, as you saw, Aidan Flint last summer go to
Bristol.
leave Bristol City, go to I think Middlesbrough
Oh yeah.
for like 8 million, and he's like 4 or 5 years older than Juicy Jake. Juicy Jake's listen, and by the way, that's his name from now on. No one's ever to call him Jake Cooper again. It is Juicy Jake forever. How much would I take for him? The problem we've got is I wouldn't want to sell Jake Cooper, Juicy Jake,
No, I
sorry.
wouldn't.
But we need a massive clear out, which I thought and a lot of the fans thought, and now Neil Harris has confirmed. We need about 10 new pros in next season, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they're not going to come cheap. And the only 2 players in our side that are worth any money is Jake Cooper and probably Jeb Wallace. Lee Gregory's going to go on a free.
Who's
So, sorry,
Finn
okay.
William Harvey? Who is Eno Bakker and Honeyman? Who are they? I don't know who they are.
George Honeyman is...
I've heard of him, but I don't know
he a
who he
Leeds
plays
player?
for. I don't know. Forward-thinking players, yeah.
Harry Lavelle Baker. Like that second name.
Someone said that we need to sign a classic number 10. Well, I think that's going to be Thompson from now on.
Tomo will be our 10.
Yeah.
I seen Neil Harris said something the other
Sunderland.
day.
Honeyman, Sunderland.
Oh, he is, of course he is. Yeah, but listen, no, players ain't going to leave Sunderland and come to Millwall. I'm sorry, they're not. Someone asked me... George... I'm getting confused now. Someone asked me a minute ago on there who my player of the season is.
Yeah. Saw that.
Who's your player of the season? Your mind's blown by how many people are asking questions, isn't it? Who's your Millwall player of the season? Have you got one?
I would say Tomo, but he hasn't been at the club long enough.
Tomo hasn't been back long enough. I think we're banging trouble for a player of the season this season. I think you'll have to give it.
Wallace, Gregory, or Romeo? No, Romeo's good. Though.
Romeo
He
is
can
good. No,
attack.
Romeo is good, and he
Chelsea,
will
get
get
out
better.
of here.
But
Get out of here. Chelsea.
I think between Lee Gregory and Jeb Wallace, based alone on pure endeavour and ability, desire to want to play for the club. But on quality alone, I'd have to go with Lee Gregory again, I would have thought. And for those who,
As
again...
gaming, mini-me, who do you think will win the playoffs?
Ooh. Do you want to know, do you want me to tell you who's in the playoffs?
It's Derby, Middlesbrough, Aston Villa.
Leeds are third.
Yeah,
West
I
Brom
know
are fourth.
that.
They're both in it.
Oh, West Brom, yeah.
Leeds are third. West Brom are fourth. Who's fifth?
Is it
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa? Yeah.
And then six is going to be Derby. Currently.
Or Bristol.
Bristol or Middlesbrough. I'm going to go for...
I'm going with West Brom.
I'm going for West Brom.
Yeah, I reckon they're going to do it.
So, as it stands, it's going to be in the playoffs. As it stands, it's going
Villa.
to be...
Yeah, it's going to be Villa versus West Brom, I reckon.
No, yeah, it's going to be Villa West Brom in the first game.
Oh,
And then it's going to be Leeds against whoever's sixth. Leeds, listen, the wheels have come off at Leeds and I fucking love it. It don't matter what manager they get in, how much money they spend, how much of a salt the birdies does their fan channel with a big...
Wow.
Sorry, forgot my kid was sitting here. I'm going to beat her next Thursday. What if I brought her home and went, meet your new stepmum?
Wow.
You'd be buzzing, wouldn't you?
Wow. I don't even know who she is.
What?
No, I don't want a northern accent in my house.
I'll tell you what, she would
Come
want
and
me.
eat your dinner.
That was Scouse, but close enough.
Whatever,
The bird,
same
the woman, sorry, not the bird. The girl that does the Leeds fan channel is the host next Thursday at the football blogging awards. Oh my God, streak!
Oh my
I'm gonna put her in my suitcase and bring her home. You can call her mummy.
Whoa.
Back to the
No,
questions.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Has Gaming thinks Villa are going to do it? Do you agree the coaching team under Harris have let him down? It's a good question, but it's like I was saying to someone yesterday. Back in the day, a football manager...
Welling.
Yeah, football manager. That's Joe, that is.
Who's that?
Just Joe Snell.
Oh.
Back in the day, a football manager run the club, bought the players, sorted out the everything. He done the lot. But these days, it gets the buck gets passed round non-stop.
Kale.
No, Tim Cale's on at half time. You just got to stop saying things. Welling, Cale.
Yes.
Focus. This is why you're good.
I know.
I don't think the coaching staff are letting Harris down. I think the recruitment's been shocking, but I'm not blaming the recruitment team for that, as the manager will get the final say. But things need to change on the pitch, off the pitch.
Someone just said, what would you do if Harris was stood in front of you? I wouldn't say anything.
What would I do if Harris
I'd
was
crap
stood in
my
front of me?
pants.
Well, that's happened before.
I'd crap my pants. I wouldn't say anything.
No, we've been there, and Neil Harris has been stood in front of me. And he was very,
Yeah,
very...
I know, but they mean, like, what would you say about the team?
What would I say to him straight? Listen, there's nothing wrong.
No.
This is where people get it wrong, and people are...
Yeah, but some people say, oh, you should do that, you should do this.
If Neil
and then you say, go and tell him yourself then. Or something like that. I don't know.
Listen, if Neil Harris was standing here, he's enough of a man to know what his job is. And like he said the other day on his post-match interview, he's got broad shoulders and he understands what being a Millwall manager entails. Neil Harris went into being our manager and he knew it was going to end two ways, with him becoming like an Alex Ferguson type character at our club, or it was going to end with him, getting grief and getting sacked. I've met Neil Harris many times. He's very aware of my YouTube channel, and he... Didn't he? Were you pulling faces then?
No, I went, wow, like
No,
that.
but you...
Yeah, because his mum said that he watches it.
Yeah, don't say too much his mum. But yeah, Pam Harris is a friend of mine. But listen, it's to be expected. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion on football. There's nothing wrong with it. You're more than entitled to have an opinion. And Harris knows that. It's not, it's not slagging him off. It's not arguing. We all want the best for the club. Whoa. And I've said before, and I say it again, Harris deserves the chance to take us forward next season. Do I think he'll get it right? I'm not sure he will. And again, I hope I'm wrong. Milos Stanovic says, I can't find the Leeds tart. What's the channel called? So it's the official Leeds channel. Her name is Ellie Jones or something. She is nothing short of sensational. She's at least an 11.5 out of 10. And
Jesus Christ.
she's a good-looking woman.
You're such a sad-eyed.
Oh, I'm a sad-eyed. What about you, start swimming?
What do you mean? What? 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 love Jake Cooper. Go date him.
Juicy Jake.
Juicy Jake.
Sorry, boys and girls.
20 minutes in.
We're 20 minutes in.
Mini-me got a semi at swimming. What? He's having a spaz attack.
Oi, Billy Symes, you absolute legend. Do you know what the funniest part about that was? Two funny parts. One, he doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about. And two, it's actually the only time he's repeated the question like I've asked him to do properly. I told you this would wander far away.
Is it a spaz attack? That's what he gets.
Hey, easy, that'll do you now. Oh, Billy Symes, honestly, mate, I'm going to send you something. Honestly, inbox me your address because you deserve something on the back of that. That was fucking classic. Okay. Sissy Squad says, I wish I'm Kevin's daughter. Oh, it's getting a bit weird now.
Kevin's daughter.
Oh, hello. Yes, Bridie Rose. How you doing? Nice to see you. Kevin, our sponsor.
Okay, step back.
Right, listen. Let's get off women because there is women watching. I forgot about that. Let's get on to questions about Millwall, the future.
I'm leaning forward.
Because I'm trying to read the questions and you're not doing it.
No, but oh my God, just give me a chance.
Harry Lavelle Baker says, "Where do you think we will finish next season?" It's impossible to tell, mate. It's impossible to tell where I think we'll finish next season. If we don't recruit right and we don't do the right things in the summer and get the right players in and the right players out, we will go down next year with a record number of, we'll be like Ipswich, basically, I think.
Ooh, damn.
But I think this summer will determine, so I'm still laughing about Billy Symes' comment, I think this summer will define Neil Harris and his Millwall career as manager. There's no way out now. And I think that this season we've just had, although it's been shocking, not shocking because we stayed up, I think this could be a massive turning point. I think it's a season that we needed. Yeah, reality check. Charles Stoworthy says, how many players will be replaced?
I reckon about 6 or 7.
I tell you, can you get up the Millwall squad?
I can't. I just told you my phone died.
Oh, his phone died.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Okay, let's start at the very, very beginning. Let's start at goalkeepers. Jordan Archer.
Is Archer leaving?
Be careful what you say.
I don't know anything. 8.
Let's start with goalkeepers. Jordan Archer, Ryan Sanford, Tom King, Ben Amos, Dave Martin. There's 5 goalkeepers there. There's 5 goalkeepers. And we've got 2 teams. We've got
50p
a
for
first
Archer.
team.
That's me.
And we've got an under-20, that's generous, and an under-23 squad. I would keep Ryan Sanford because he's young and he's unknown. I would keep Tom King. And I would keep Dave Martin. He needs a new contract, the man, after what he's done in the last few weeks. It's absolutely no secret that I'm not a Jordan Archer fan. And
Amos is alone, remember?
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing about Amos, okay? Amos was brought into the club because Bolton couldn't afford his wages. He was on a lot of wages at Bolton, and he come to us.
Yeah, that's to prove they can't even play their games.
They can't even play games, but more, I'm not worried about them, I'm worried about us. He come to Millwall because they couldn't afford his wages, and we wanted him. Now, he's came in, and I don't dislike Amos at all.
Didn't his coach bring him? He's a coach,
He's
yeah.
part of the coach, yeah. But listen, Amos...
Yeah, I know.
I don't dislike Amos at all. I think he's done well for us. I disagree with a lot of people, and I think he's done well for us. But we didn't need him. We didn't need him. We brought Tom King back in not long after that. You've had Dave Martin sitting there for nearly 2 years. What the fuck's Dave Martin been doing for 2 years? And now Dave Martin's number 1. And now we're shipping... I know for a fact Jordan Archer's on a lot of money, wages-wise. And I know for a fact that Ben Amos is on big wages. So we've completely wasted 2 lots of wages there. It was a bad signing. There was no need to get in Amos. Absolutely no need. He's brought in for competition for Archer. And if the gaffer had woke up and smelt the fucking copy a long time ago, like I was telling him to do, and like a few other people were telling him to do, should never have bothered getting Amos. Just use Dave Martin. For a player that's been sitting on the bench for 2 years, look what Dave Martin's done in a short space of time. Yes, he's made mistakes, but what he is a player that wants to play for the club. He's a player that's not afraid to stand up and count and show he cares if he does make mistakes. So for me, Sanford, Sanford I'd probably keep. But then Tom King, I'd keep him, but there's no point keeping the man. Again, like Fred, like Aiden. There's no point keeping these players if you're never, ever going to play them. I think Aiden O'Brien's 24, 25 years old. He's not a youngster, yeah. But he's been fucked about his whole Millwall career, like as Fred, like as Tom King. If you don't want them, again, there's no harm in that, but just say, boys, you're not for me. I'm sorry. Don't say, oh, Fred's been unplayable in training. Aiden's one of our top finishers, which he is. If you don't want the players, then fucking let them go. Simples. Defence-wise, I'd retain Romeo and I'd retain McLaughlin. I don't think McLaughlin's been given a fair chance, and I think he can play centre-half. Well, we know he can play centre-half because he's done it for Northern Ireland. I'd keep Alex Pearce. I'd keep Jake Cooper, if I could. A strange one is Sean Hutchinson, because I don't think Sean Hutchinson is like a conflicting character at all, like an angry person or like someone who could be trouble, is what I'm saying. But I'm hearing that Sean Hutchinson was completely fit for the Bristol City game and wasn't even on the bench. So I don't know what's happening there. We've got Murray, Wallace, Meredith and Fergie. I'd get rid of Meredith, unfortunately. Lot of players to get rid of. Right, let's go back to questions.
What the hell? This guy's in pants.
Billy Symes is saying Hutch wants out. Someone's taking...
Sign Goodwin and sticking him in goal. There, that one, not me. I'm a defender. Definitely not me. Sign him, though. He's alright in goal.
Harry Lavelle Baker. I keep going back to you. I don't know if I like your name or I like your questions. Opinions on Danny McNamara getting...
Save me.
Getting a new contract. I don't... I haven't seen loads of Danny McNamara, but again... And it's no disrespect to these players, Danny McNamara, whoever. I don't think he's ever going to get the opportunity at Millwall. I've said it before. I used to watch our under 23s and really enjoy it. I used to watch our under 23s more than I used to watch... Well, closely, because when I'm not watching the first team, I'm not having to film and I can be busy with the cameras. And I used to really enjoy watching under 23s. And we had a lot of players there. Noah Chesmain, Christian Mbulu, Christian Brian Mora. There was plenty that I thought were good players and had a future, and they just never made the grade. So again, another player we've had at the club for a long, long time, James Brown. If you're not going to use the man, let him go. Just let him go. There's no point holding him back in his career.
I'm better looking than my dad.
Go, Specsavers, this one.
You should have gone to Specsavers. You're not even wearing your glasses.
Well, that's because you're supposed to be question man.
Yeah,
So,
I know,
right,
but you'll just keep talking.
Right, okay.
Yeah, he's good.
Well, that we done it wrong, though.
Alexander's son is good.
Welling asks,
yeah.
Is Alexander's son any
Yeah.
good? I've not seen loads of him, Joe, but he keeps scoring goals in the 23s and he's 17 years old.
I know,
he can't be any worse.
Get a word in. He
Go on then, take it. Right, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to drink me Merlot.
Yeah, just drink your wine.
It's Malbec.
Same thing.
Take over then. Take over the
Okay,
feed.
every time I do that, then people don't ask questions. Go slowly. Go easy
Right,
on me.
you need to pick a person, repeat their name, and repeat their question. And then you're done.
Okay.
And you can do the feed. I want you to do it.
Do him. Do him.
Hey there says kid, do him. You ain't repeating it, see? They don't know
What
what
about the young lad from Aberdeen Mini-Me? Graham White. I don't actually know who that is, who you're talking about.
Slapping Mini-Me.
What about Scalak? Are we going to get a new winger by 84? I don't know. We spent a lot of money on Scalak, but we never really played him. I don't know.
Can I just...
I don't think he really fits in the team, to be honest. Okay, don't go on for too long.
No, I won't. I'll be really quick. Someone retweeted something on Twitter yesterday and said, the man formerly known as Yuri Scalak, and they showed his highlights, and he was fucking quality. He was quality. I think a lot of players come to our club, and then I don't think we get the best out of them.
Who will replace Moran Gregors? I want to get the Luton centre forward in. He looks decent. Or a Barnsley striker, because they're second, didn't
But
they?
they're promoted, so...
True.
I'm
Never been
hearing...
given a chance.
I'm
Yeah,
hearing
I know.
rumours. I'm hearing rumours that the Tom Eves...
Yeah, who will replace my dad? Do I get put up for adoption?
No, who will replace me in time on here will be you. Right, 105 people watching. The stage is yours then. Go on.
Wow.
Speak. You got to speak loud. You're not speaking loud enough either.
Wait.
So what is with me? I'm very particular. And I want things done in the right way. So I'm trying to teach in the right way. He needs to be confident. He needs to read.
Wimbledon strikers are good. But
Next question that comes up. What's the name? What are they asking?
Graham White. Some strikers were after up in Aberdeen, Mini-Me. Wait.
We're after a striker up in Aberdeen. Is that what you're saying?
Are we? I don't know. I ain't got a clue what's going on.
Scottish footballers for me aren't the way to go.
No.
We've been down that route before.
They're very aggressive, but can I punch your big toe? I don't know. No. get David
Steve Brookman.
McGoldrick in from Sheffield.
That's what Steve
I've heard
Brookman
of him.
said.
Is that their number 6?
No, McGoldrick's the forward. He's the mixed race guy who's played for Ipswich.
Oh, him. Yeah, I know him. He missed an open cup.
Steve Brookman, that might not be a bad shout, mate, because to be fair,
Dutch league.
they're getting players that have gone up.
Stolworthy. That's what
So you've moved on to another question.
Norwich did, didn't they? They bought Putin
Norwich recruited
German.
very well. Norwich recruited very well. But what Steve Brookman's just asked is we should go after McGoldrick from Sheffield United. That might not be a bad shout because they've got a lot of strikers, and obviously going into the Premier League, they're going to look to recruit again. So that might not be the worst shout, mate. They nabbed him from Ipswich. He ended up having a worldie. Leaving Ipswich, who got
Who's
relegated.
your ideal midfield 3 by Harry Lavelle Baker? I don't actually know. I like Williams, Tomo,
Yeah.
and I don't know who would be the other one. Who would be the other one? Got Williams, Tomo, and Wallace, right mid.
No, 3 central midfielders, he means.
Oh, central.
He means 3 central midfielders. I like them 3, you said.
Yeah, I like them too.
Williams.
Yeah, because
Jed.
Wallace cuts in a bit, doesn't he? And he can go out wide.
Yeah. But for 3 central midfielders, he's asking you.
Yeah, let's loan players. Louis 20 kid. Let's loan players from the Prem. Yeah, that's a good idea because loads of other people do that and they get good stuff from it.
He wouldn't know who he was, mate. Billy Symes
Ben Thompson for captain.
Billy Symes says Ben Thompson for captain next year.
I think he's too young still. Maybe 2 more years, and if he's still there, then yeah.
I like that shout. So he doesn't need I don't think he needs any pressure, do you?
Yeah.
He's just come back. He's doing well, isn't he?
But the thing is, in the past, what we've done, we've loaned like Harry Kane, Punchin, like all them players, and they're all in the Prem now. Harry Kane scored against Dortmund at their ground, didn't they? Not that long ago.
Yeah, we used to be able to pull decent loan signings out of the bag. Do you know what that was?
Who is this guy?
Just ignore it.
And
do you know why we used to be able to pull signings like that out of the bag?
Because, was it Ian Holloway?
Kenny Jackett.
Kenny Jackett.
Don't swear on this channel. Kenny
No,
Jackett.
he signed Gregory, so...
Yeah, true. Ian Holloway did sign Gregory. But what someone's just said there about loan signings,
Jelly deals.
this is the problem we've got. Maybe under Neil Harris, players don't want to play for him. Under Kenny Jackett had good contacts, and like Mini-Me correctly says, we had Harry Kane, Andros Townsend, Glenn Johnson, to name a few, Jason Punchin. But we're a club that could be very reliant on loans like that. But for some reason, we don't get him in anymore. We don't get him in. Right, more... He's being a weirdo. Oh, no, Charles Stowworthy correctly says loan signings aren't a foundation to build on. And I completely agree, mate, but we're a little bit in between a rock and a hard place. What are we supposed to do?
The guy's still going.
Oi, I'll tell you what, mate. Someone's asking if they can have a poo in our garden. We haven't got a garden. So that's that. That's the end of that question.
And he said, can I punch your bedroom wall and pee on your carpet?
Okay.
What the hell?
Just ignore it.
Glass of beer.
We got no jelly deals in here, mate. We don't like them.
Harris has no connections.
No,
but
exactly.
Elsie Dober.
No.
He has no modern play. He just likes to play it the classic way.
Yeah, but what he's saying is he means connections. He means, like I've just said, he's got no... He couldn't get in decent loan players.
Yeah,
like you say, we had all them loan players in the past.
Yeah, because he hasn't been anywhere else. That's what you said the other day.
It is
and
hot.
People are saying that we need a new assistant manager, which I think we do as well.
There you go. So Mini-Me's throwing it out there. We need a new assistant manager. And I think that maybe that's harsh on Dave Livermore, but he definitely needs some form of guidance. Maybe from a higher level. I'm
By
not sure.
Graham White, do you rate Richie Sadler?
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I know.
Do we rate Richie Sadler up?
By the way, can I just say that's 10 people gone up in literally 2 minutes.
Okay. Is that good?
That is decent.
You pleased with that?
Yeah, man.
Did I rate Richie Sadler up? Richie Sadler was a great player. When he first come into the scene, Richie Sadler, it was him and, I don't know if you remember, it's him and Danny Hoxton. And I thought Danny Hoxton was the better...
Someone just said Danny.
Danny Hoxton. Yeah, I thought Danny Hoxton was the better player. But then Sadler just really come into his own, and unfortunately injury cut his career short. He's still on my blacklist sadly though, because I asked him to do a Lions Lounge in the Players Bar, and I'd had a couple of drinks, but he looked at me like I was a fucking madman. Is he sure? No.
Danny Houghton, yes.
Danny Houghton was blind, and I think he ended up
Yes,
Leighton
I'm
Orient
alright.
and ended up non-league.
Alright. Yeah, we're alright, aren't we?
Dylan Vlogs, we all right, boys? Yeah, we're having a great time,
Wait,
actually.
look, Dad, look there by the window. It looks like it's cut down, look.
In the half.
Yeah, look. But I've got more than you.
Is it better?
Yeah. Get an old head to come in like Steve Grit.
Kieran,
I don't know who that is.
Steve Grit used to be our coach back in the day. Billy Symes has said Joe O'Mara for the manager's
Loads
job.
of people are saying that in your comments.
I know Joe's buzzing over that because I didn't know. I
He
don't.
keeps putting it on his story.
Yeah, what does he do?
Huh?
Keeps doing what?
Putting it on his Instagram story. Circling them.
And that's exactly where I saw it. Joe's an absolute legend. The whole O'Maras are absolute legends on block. But yeah, I don't often read the comments, and I kept looking on Joe O'Mara's story as he's obviously seen it. And Joe's circling going, he should
it's
be
Joe
manager.
O'Mara, look there.
Is he there?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He just said, ha ha ha.
Cheesy Chesman says, my nan died yesterday of cardiac arrest. Heart attack.
That is very deep.
It's a bit deep, mate. We're sorry to hear that if it's true. What can you say? It's not
Yeah,
really this
you're
sort of
on,
news.
Joe. You got this.
Is that Joe? Is he there?
Yeah. Look, he's there. I'm on, boys.
Yeah, Joe, I saw
Go
that
on,
on your
Joe.
story. People want you to be the manager and Kenny for the assistant. So I don't know where that leaves me on
Should
the...
we have signed Kale last summer by Archie Compton? I don't even know.
In an ideal world, it's a
I don't
great
know.
idea.
Yeah, but he didn't even play, did he?
Correct, but it was what he did, I think, behind the scenes, the effects he had on the players in the dressing room. We was on a high from coming up, and I think, listen, you'd never seen KL play. I've never seen you run to the ground so quick to get there for the night down fouled him. It was just a...
No, I remember at Burton away when we won 1-0 and he come on the pitch.
God, what a shit game that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really bad, but at least we won.
You're doing well now. You got the hang of it. Go on, what did I say, Sam? Jerry Bailey says...
God bless you guys, Jesus is the only way.
Well, okay.
Fair enough.
If you say so. We're not really religious people.
Not laughing at that. I'm laughing at that weird guy.
Oh, ignore him. Someone says, hi, my dad loves watching you.
Big respect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We enjoy watching us as well.
Yeah. No.
Right. Over we go. 37 minutes. We're up to 118 people watching.
I'm just waiting for some good questions. Foot champs is infuriating by Conor Perry. Yeah, I agree.
What
That
is-
is
Hang on.
FIFA. It's really annoying.
Hang on. What is that, Foot Champs?
Foot champs is like online, but you play against like really good people, and you need like 2,000 points to qualify, and it's hard. I've been in it.
Who would like to see Mini-Me play me on like a FIFA? Or us do like a
You
FIFA...
quit last time in my bedroom.
Yeah, that's what he says. I was actually... Like, no, was it FIFA? Oh, yeah, I was
Yeah,
fuming.
it was FIFA.
Because when I play him
You're
at...
like, oh, why are my players running fast? For God's sake.
Because when I play Mini-Me at FIFA, all he does is he beats Juventus. That's the worst English grammar. All he does is he beats Juventus. He's Juventus and he just gives the ball to Ronaldo. He won't be any other team.
No, I scored some banging goals.
It's
with
like
him,
when we
though.
play UFC, it won't be anyone other than Conor McGregor. And I actually, I'm not ashamed to admit, I sulked like a child and stormed out his room, didn't I?
Yeah, you actually did.
Who would like to see like a bit of a FIFA series through the summer? I know it's not a lot of the
Career
adults
mode.
would.
Me and you, career mode.
Me and Mini-Me, career
Millwall
mode.
career mode.
Millwall career mode through the summer. Would people watch that?
Yeah, look, Millwall career mode on FIFA. Yeah, let's do
Would
it.
people like that? Because if
see,
you like
we'll
it, we'll,
see.
we'll do a bit.
Yeah, let's do it. Come to Ireland.
Definitely, not me. Yeah, it's not for everyone. Sissy Squad says...
Yeah, do it. Yeah. loads
Leonard
of people
in
say-
or Leonard out? You got his shirt the other day, girl, didn't you? I know you got his shirt the other day. But for me, listen, I don't want to dislike any
What do you
Millwall
know
player.
about Aldo? UFC we're going on to here. What do you know about
Hang on,
Aldo?
let me just quickly answer the Leonard
He
question.
is a jiu-jitsu.
I know he got banged out cold in about 12 seconds by the main man McGregor. What do I think of Leonard? I
retired,
don't want to dislike any Millwall player. Any Millwall player. I want every Millwall player to come in and be a success. Ryan Leonard had come in and was our all-time record signing, which got broken. The record, which was ridiculously old, from 1990 by Paul Goddard, who was another failure. And Leonard does try hard, but it's just not enough, man. He can't run fast. He hasn't got any, I thought he was better when he first came. At least he weren't afraid to try a long shot or a decent through ball.
Yeah.
And if you look at some of my early videos...
I just remembered, Tomo's only ever scored 1 goal for us, and that was against Shrewsbury. In the league, he has.
Not since he come back.
No, not since he come
scored
back.
Like 4 goals
yeah,
since he
I
come
know,
back.
but yeah.
Yeah, that was... Well, Tomo went away and come back from Portsmouth like a different player, like an unbelievable player.
But people were saying that they should have left him at Portsmouth.
Kieran Perry says, what happened to Archer?
Don't know.
If he's not interfering with my life, then he's not in the team, then I'm an happy man. I have got a very strong feeling from deep within that Jordan Archer won't be at Millwall next season. That's all I'll say. CC squad, sorry, you got Ryan Leonard's shirt, didn't you? And, I've hearing he's a night. People go, Ryan Leonard's a lovely bloke, though. He wants to play for us. Oh, that's fantastic. But there's no room for sentiment in football. And he's not for me. He's not for me. Not at all. I don't think he's up to the standard of football. And I think that's why Sheffield United sold him after 16 games.
Taxi for Archer.
I didn't mean Jose Aldo. He meant News at Den Aldo.
Yeah, I know. I just saw it.
No, I didn't. Funny enough, before I did Lions TV, I didn't follow. I wasn't on Twitter. I didn't do social media.
Would you have Neil Warnock?
Hang on,
That's a Cardiff fan.
But I like the News at Den. I like John Kelly. I think it's very informative. I think it's decent. I like the News at Den now. I don't remember the Aldo bloke, but a lot of people who's followed it for a long, long time said that Aldo bloke was better. But no, I like John Kelly. I like News at Den. I think it's decent.
Yes, the Warnock. I'd take him.
Would we have Neil Warnock as manager? Is that what people are asking?
Yeah,
and you're
I'd
saying,
take him. Yeah.
Again, I don't think Neil Warnock's going to be up for grabs. I'd happily take him because what his speciality is getting teams out of the Championship.
Yeah, exactly. He's good.
But I don't think he's going to be an option for us. Listen, Neil Harris isn't going anywhere. Nowhere. He's not going to get sacked and he's not going to resign. He's going to be our manager for a long time. I think even if we'd have gone down this year, I don't think Neil Harris would have been sacked. Right, let's try and pile through a few more questions here. Actually, we've got about 20 minutes
going to be out by Oliver. No, he won't go out. He definitely won't.
Neil Warnock has no eyebrows. What is that? It's so weird, but I agree it doesn't.
Yeah.
Matthew Payne says, Matthew Pease or Matthew something, can Millwall make it to the Premier League? Listen, it's not impossible. We're gearing up for it. Apparently, nothing's impossible. You've seen smaller clubs do it.
Yeah.
And I think if we got to the Prem, we actually wouldn't do bad. You've only got to look at our results against Prem teams in the Cup.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Sorry if I cut you out.
Yeah, but that's the Cup.
Yeah, but look at who we've beaten in the Cup. Bournemouth, Watford, Everton, Leicester.
Yeah, that's
someone else. We Brighton, we pushed all the way, didn't we? Performing big games. Do you think... Oh, I missed them both. My God.
What's Graham White saying about Alan Judge?
Mate, we don't know who Alan Judge is.
I don't know who that is.
We haven't got a clue. Millwall in the Premier League, the police wouldn't let that happen. But they wouldn't have a choice. They wouldn't have a choice to let it happen. We'd probably have a lot of games Sunday morning.
We'd rather have Abdu than Leonard.
I'd agree.
Yeah, maybe.
I never thought I'd say that.
How does Morrison keep getting a contract?
Was that Frankie Jackson that said that?
Yeah, I think it was.
That's Liam's missus, I think. How does Morrison keep getting a contract? He done all right the other night.
That sounds really harsh, but yeah, he's not Championship level anymore.
He done all right the other night, though.
How has he missed that?
He done all right the other night, Morrison. But no, I think Morrison is still in and around the squad. I know he gives...
Morrow as a coach, because he's really aggressive.
Yeah, he gives team talks and stuff.
And
I know
he's miserable.
He's very
just up for it.
He's very involved, like in and around the dressing room.
Still a legend, yes.
He's more than just a player, and yes, he is still a legend.
Yeah, Morrow also.
Oh, God's sake! You know that one. You know that one.
I will.
Do the
yeah,
work.
he will do the work.
Yeah, he does. Dan does need glasses. You squint when you read.
Should have gone to Specs.
I know, that's why you're supposed to be calling them.
I am.
No, you're doing well. You're doing well now, but it's so many going.
Is he taking his coaching badges?
Unpopular opinion,
Yeah,
Jordan Archer is an amazing goalkeeper. Wow.
Wow.
You need to go to Specsavers.
Mark Hughes. Graham White said Mark Hughes.
Billy Symes says, shout out to Florence Driver, please. There you go, it's done.
I didn't say that because sometimes, like...
Someone says O'Brien attacking midfield. Well, yes, but we don't play... Well, we do now play an attacking midfield, to be fair, in the 4-5-1.
yeah, I guess.
But yeah, I think, you know, Aiden's been unlucky because he doesn't really... His style of play doesn't fit into the Millwall way. Well, can we shout this guy out? What's he called?
Ueli. Is it Ueli?
Ueli.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, mate.
Oh, I think Billy Signs is going. Is he?
Hang on.
Is he?
SMO. Shout out to you, mate. There you go.
SMG.
I can't see what my bin's on. We're going to wrap this up soon, boys and girls. God's sake. Don't ignore that one.
No
Pooh
problem,
head.
Ueli.
Millwall KP says Dave Martin is number one. I would have absolutely
Yeah, I would.
no problem with Dave Martin being our number one next season. And yes, he made a mistake against Brighton. And, you know, yes, at times he doesn't look, you know, he might look shaky at times, but you got to remember this guy sat on the bench for 2 years and not kicked a football, not saved a football. Training's not the same as match situations. And I would have no problem with Martin. I think in Martin, what we've done is we found a goalkeeper, so now we don't have to buy another one.
Bye, Philip Hall. Night.
And I'd happily...
See you later.
I'd happily have him... Who's that wants a shout out?
No.
No?
No, because he's the weird one.
Oh, he's the weirdo.
Yeah.
So, if you're a weirdo in there, you won't get shouted out. There you go. Right, this is running long now. It's running very, very long. So, listen, it hasn't been about Wigan. It hasn't been about pre-match prediction. We're safe this season. Let's go up to Wigan Sunday and enjoy it. Still not sure if I'm going. I'll see how I feel tomorrow.
Decisions.
But thanks for watching. Mini-Me's going to tell you what his YouTube channel is called one last time. And if you join his YouTube channel and comment below and say you joined his YouTube channel, then I'll give something away to someone who has subscribed to it tonight. What's your YouTube channel called? Nice and loud?
Henners.
How you spelling Henners?
Hennerz.
Hennerz. Subscribe to his gaming channel. Get involved. And if you subscribe to his YouTube channel tonight and put in the comments below that you have done...
One or two people will get something.
Oh, one or two people? I'll get the wallet out, shall I?
Yeah,
moving
Billy
on,
Symes, you got it. That's
moving on to Sunday. I know there's not a lot riding on the game. What do you think the score's going to be? Wigan versus Millwall.
0-0.
Oh, no, 0-0.
Yeah, I reckon.
I'm going to go... You get a lot with last games of the season, end of the season. You get games that are...
Yeah, but, like, no one's going to go for it.
Yeah, but they might go for it because there's nothing. Yeah, but there's nothing to play for.
Yeah,
so
everyone's saying my name. That's it, but HENERRZ instead of HENN.
But listen,
1-0 Wigan. Yeah,
I'm going to go for a 3-1 Millwall win. With Lee Gregory to get 2. And Juicy Jake. No, not Juicy Jake. I'm going to go with Marlon Romeo because he hasn't scored many this season, Romeo. I don't think he scored any this season, Romeo.
Don't know.
Has Romeo scored this season? I remember scoring a couple last season, one at home and one away at Reading. But I don't think Marlon Romeo scored any this season. So I'm going to go for...
HENERRZ.
That's his
Not
thing.
Henners 1-1.
I'm going to go for a 3-1.
Morrison hat-trick.
Oh, good God. That'll be about 200 million to 1 to back that. But listen, I know it ain't really been a pre-match prediction. I know it hasn't been that serious, but I felt I owed it to you lot to do a video tonight. The score predictions VT from the boys at Lions TV is out now. And if I am at Wigan on Sunday, which I might be, you'll get your final bit of content throughout the summer. We'll keep the channel going as we always do. Last summer, we was at the World Cup. But we'll try and do some lines.
Maxine.
Hi, Maxine.
Welcome to Millwall.
We'll try and do some. Lions lounges through the summer. We're going to do our weekly debate shows, but more importantly, I will be filming throughout this summer something I've been planning for a long, long time, and that is a documentary. I've seen Millwall documentaries done before. It's a 4-part thing on YouTube. It's not very good.
Millwall career mode as well. Yeah. Okay, remind us about that.
Remind us. We'll do the Millwall career mode if people want us to do it because we play enough FIFA. But more importantly, this documentary is going to be big. and it will be our launch VT for the 2019-2020 season. And it's going to be Millwall history from the very beginning, from where the very first ball was kicked, going back to the place where our original ground was, interviewing players, and it's going to be probably around an hour to 90-minute one-off documentary, and I'm really going to push the boat out on it. So that's what I'm going to be doing throughout the summer. But as we said, on top of that, the roundup shows will carry on. If you want to see a little bit of FIFA, career mode with me and him, that will carry on. And the weekly debate shows. Listen, the fun never stops at Lions TV Towers, does it?
Nah,
No.
never.
Anything else? Any other business you want to wrap up?
Oh yeah, one other thing.
Oh.
If you have a wall in your house or anything, if you have like a little wall, get a soft ball, okay? And honestly, it will be the best thing of your life.
He kicks his
It's
ball.
the best thing ever.
He kicks his ball against the radiator constantly.
It's so good practice.
You think his touch would get better?
It does. It does.
joking.
It's actually sick.
I'm joking. Right, so listen, that's your lot. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your Saturday tomorrow, and
Yes,
you may
really.
well see me at Wigan on Sunday for the final game of the season before we get the much needed rest in, much needed new recruitment of players, and a new idea going forward for the
Out the window with that ball. Yeah.
2019-2020 season. All that's left for
Oh,
us,
shout out to Sissy Squad.
Sissy Squad,
Yep. Shout
which
out.
is Kevin, my sponsor's daughter.
Yep.
Bridie Rose.
Yeah, I just did Sissy Squad. That's your
Sissy
shout out.
Squad, there you go. Follow her channel as well.
This is sick. We should do this more.
But on that note, 51
Right,
minutes deep. All that's left for us to say is